Don't get mad. Relax. Listen to me, folks. Listen to me. All right? A lot of people feel that Canelo Alvarez have sold his soul to Turki Alalshikh, a.k.a. Aladdin, a.k.a. Yalalalalalalala. We all understand that Canelo Alvarez, right, is the king of boxing. Am I right? We understand that Canelo Alvarez has been the face of boxing, right? Right? He's the face of boxing, right? We understand that Canelo Alvarez is the cash cow of the sport of boxing, right? I think we all agree on that. We understand that Canelo Alvarez arguably has the best resume of this generation, right? I think we could agree on that. We understand that Canelo Alvarez has had boxing on his shoulder for this generation post Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao. Am I right? We could agree on that. So we understand his power. We understand that he's the face of boxing. We understand that he's the king of boxing. We understand his accomplishment, the four division world champion, super middleweight undisputed. We understand all of that. We understand he brings the cachet. Am I right? Okay. We also understand that any promoters that he's been working with, whether it's Golden Boy Promotions, they got their best interest in Canelo Alvarez. Am I right? What about when he was with Matchroom Boxing? They got their best interest in Canelo Alvarez. Am I right? What about when he was with PBC? They got their best interest in Canelo Alvarez. Am I right? So why in the hell that now he's working with Turki Alalshikh? Turki Alalshikh has his best interest in Terence Crawford. See, the reason why Canelo Alvarez fought William Skull, knowing that he didn't want to fight William Skull, he didn't even know who William Skull was. As a matter of fact, Canelo Alvarez said in the interview, man, that he does whatever he wants to do. That's that king talk. I do whatever I want to do. No belt federation, no IBF is going to tell me what to do. Huh? They want to fight. They want me to fight a William Skull. Who that Peter? I don't know. I don't know him. Matter of fact, I'm going to fight Edgar Balaga. He drops his belt. Right? Because he don't want to be told what to do. Because he's in a position to do whatever he wants to do. Not going to be contradiction because, you know, Punch, he's working with Turki Alalshikh. He could do whatever he want to do. But how is he working with Turki Alalshikh? You gain all that power to give it up because we all know that Turki Alalshikh has Bud Crawford under his wing. See, now when Canelo Alvarez faced Bud Crawford, if you really think about it, morally, he's not the A side because Turki Alalshikh is the money. He's the bag. He got the power. He's the machine behind Bud Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez. And Turki Alalshikh has done everything. He's been moving all the pieces for the betterment and the interest and the opportunity for Terence Crawford. Don't matter that Canelo Alvarez fought William Skull. He wasn't supposed to. But he sold, not himself. Canelo Alvarez have sold his legacy to Turki Alalshikh. So we don't want to go that far and say he sold his soul, but he sold his legacy. Which legacy? His legacy means more than money. His legacy is priceless. Ladies and gentlemen, money comes and goes. We've seen fighters go broke for years, for decades and centuries. Legacy is priceless. We've seen fighters lose all their money, but because of their legacy, they gain it back. Mike Tyson, right? So, Canelo Alvarez have a legacy, but he sold it to Turki Alalshikh. And let me tell you like this, ladies and gentlemen. If Canelo Alvarez loses to Terence Crawford, a 4-division world champion, super 2-division undisputed, right? But he's a 147-pounder, moving up 3 weight classes. And like I said in another video, and I've been saying, yeah, you could say that he fought at 154. He fought Majimov. He didn't look like a pound-for-pound fighter. He just got there. He only had one fight, one and done. He's still a 147-pounder, really. If Canelo Alvarez loses to this guy, and we already know that Canelo Alvarez looked it bad with William Skull. I know that William Skull was running like a bitch, but it's still, the whole thing did not favor Canelo Alvarez. It didn't look good for Canelo Alvarez. It did not look good. Because it's not you know why? Because in the beginning, it was never about Canelo Alvarez. The Skull fight was all about Terence Crawford. And we all know that if Canelo Alvarez truly was in position, like being a king, he know he would not be fighting on William Skull. He never would have put him in position to fight William Skull. He never would have put himself in position to go to Rehab season in Cinco de Mayo to fight in front of his people. Now you're going to be fighting Terence Crawford. We all know that Canelo Alvarez didn't want to fight no Terence Crawford. Matter of fact, he didn't even get credit for fighting the undisputed 154-pounder in Jamel Charlo. And Jermell Charlo is bigger than Bud Crawford. He know that Canelo Alvarez said, I didn't even get credit for beating Jermell Charlo. So what type of credit he's gonna get by beating Terence Bud Crawford? But if Terence Bud Crawford beats Canelo Alvarez, his legacy is gonna take more of a hit than Roy Jones Jr. when he lost to Antonio Tarver and Glenn Johnson back to back. Like I said in my previous video, I said that Roy Jones Jr., if he would have just retired after the John Ruiz fight, we're talking about GOAT talk. We just ain't talking about the top 10. We are gonna be talking about that Roy Jones Jr. is the greatest of all time. And because of those losses, oh yeah, he's still a first ballot Hall of Famer, but his legacy took a hit. Canelo Alvarez losing to Terence Bud Crawford is gonna take a hit. See, I'm a fan of Canelo Alvarez, but I don't enable the bullshit. I'd rather, as a fan of Canelo Alvarez, you want to say what could benefit and what's in the best interest of Canelo Alvarez. The best interest of Canelo Alvarez at this point of his career, right? Because, you know, the tradition of boxing is the passing of the torch fight, or the best fighting the best, or you still striving to be the best, just like Manny Pacquiao did. Like, he went out, right? Just like Sugar Ray Leonard did. He went out, right? Julio Cesar Chavez. These personnels. So he should be fighting David Benavidez. Because let's say if he beats David Benavidez, oh my God. But if David Benavidez beat Canelo Alvarez, he wouldn't be shamed. Canelo Alvarez wouldn't be shamed at this point of his career losing to David Benavidez, who's perceived as bigger and stronger and a knockout artist and fast and young. He won't lose the Mexican fan base like that. And if we go to the sunset, because that's the cycle of legendary fighters. They're gonna lose when they get out. Not everybody gonna end their career like Floyd Mayweather. What about if he would have got the Dimitri Bivol fight, right? Looking at Canelo Alvarez is declining, right? He needs to go to a gym that is going to keep him strong, keep him fast, keep him motivated. The Terence Bud Crawford fight is not motivating Canelo Alvarez, just like the William Score is not motivating Canelo Alvarez. He's declining little by little, not necessarily because he's not young enough to keep all his skills intact, because he's only 34 years old, going to be 35. He's still got that young prime years. Still, the back end of your prime is still 35, 34 years old. But you're going to keep consistently going to a camp that you know is not motivating. The money is motivating. Nah. If he goes to camp for David Benavidez, you know how Canelo Alvarez will take that serious. Be an impeccable training camp. You know there's an itch, there's a chip on his shoulder to get back to Dimitri Bivol. He don't got a chip on his shoulder. He's not motivated. And when you're motivated by the money, when you already got money, it's not the same motivation that Canelo Alvarez actually need. He's declining in motivation. It's the reason why he felt like he didn't need to chase or not chase, but cut the ring off the way that he knows how to cut the ring off. Because Canelo Alvarez is great in cutting the ring off. That has been one of the best attributes of Canelo Alvarez's career, is cutting the ring off. Cutting the ring off versus Caleb Plant. Cutting the ring off versus Billy Joe Saunders. Cutting the ring off versus Lara. Cutting the ring off versus Daniel Jacobs. I know they wasn't running like William Score, but cutting the ring off like Jermell Charlo. He did drop Jermell Charlo and landed 150 plus punches while he was retreating. Canelo Alvarez know how to cut the ring off, but he was too lazy to cut the ring off because he's not motivated by it. He's already getting, what, 50, 60, 70, 80 million dollars just to fight William Score because he sold his legacy to Turki Alalshikh. When you already had the power, Canelo Alvarez is not supposed to be selling his legacy or selling his soul. He's in position where people should be selling their souls to him. And that's the problem I have with Canelo Alvarez. You had it all. You got it all. Why you give it away? For money? You already got money. You already got legacy. You already the king. Everything's supposed to be on your time. But it's on Turki Alalshikh's time. And that might be your downfall. Because Turki, he doesn't have your best interest. He has Terence Bud Crawford's best interest. The first time of Canelo Alvarez's career, elite career, he don't got the machine.